Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly. For those of you who are new here, welcome. So as you guys can already tell by the title, I will be telling you guys how I found out I was pregnant with Lucas. So there's really not much more to say. We are just gonna get right into the video. I'm gonna be getting ready and I will just be talking to you guys about how I found out that I was pregnant, where I was, what I was doing, all of that. I am gonna use the Maybelline Master Prime. So in 2017, I was still in the army and me and Austin had been together for a year. I thought I was pregnant in August, late August actually. I think when I found out I was pregnant, I was already like 11 weeks pregnant. I was still in the Army National Guard, and in August, like late July of 2017 to August, the second week of August, my unit had to go for AT, which is annual training, which means that every year we go for 2 weeks or a little bit more up to like a military base or like to a different state in their military base, and we just train. We do stimulations, what to do when we're at war, how to pull security, night duty. You learn how to land navigate and how to read a map and how to use a compass, and you learn a lot of stuff. Remember that I brought tampons and pads because I knew my period was gonna come either at the beginning of when we left or somewhere in the middle of August of when we were still gonna be out in the field training. So the first week went by and I remember going to my tent because we had like a little bit of downtime where we could like just hang out and not do anything, which was rare because we were always doing something. Yeah, I remember going to my tent and like I don't know what I was looking for in my bag, and then I saw my tampons and I was like, huh. And then like I went on my phone and like I have a period tracker app. Remember the app said I was like 5 or 6 days late, and I was like, huh. I didn't really think much to it. I was like, maybe it's because I've been stressed and I've been like more active than usual, because I know that when you're active a lot and you're like working out and all of that, your period tends to like, you tend to not have your period. I learned this when I went off to basic, because we tend not to get our period when we're being really active. Like it just slowly stops until you're not getting it anymore. So I remember those 9 weeks that I was in basic training, I never got my period. So I was like, maybe it's just because I'm stressed and for being out in the field and doing all of this stuff and being active than I normally am. So I was like, I'm not gonna think too much of it. It'll probably come back when I get back home. So I like completely forgot about it until I got home, and a week went by after I got back home, and I realized that my period still hadn't come. So then that's when I got to thinking, like, could it be possible? Could like I be pregnant because like I'm not stressed anymore, I'm not being that active anymore. All I did was like go to work, hang out with a few friends, come home, relax with Austin, and then do it all over again. I wasn't like working out every day. I'm like, if I was, like, I'm not getting any of the symptoms. Common symptoms are like tender breast, nausea, morning sickness, and like all of that, you know, guys. So I was like, no, like I can't be because of this and blah blah blah. It's like, I'm just gonna wait a few more days, and if it doesn't come, then I'm gonna go buy a pregnancy test and like I'll tell Austin and stuff. But yeah, we weren't thinking about having kids this soon, because we had been together for only a year, and like we've talked about having kids and getting married and all of that, but it wasn't like anytime soon, you know. Last weekend of August, I remember that we were talking. I think we were watching a movie or something, and we were talking, and my stomach had been hurting all day, but I hadn't thrown up or anything. So I was like, you know what, it might be just something I ate, or I might be getting my period soon, because usually when I get my period like a day or two before I actually get it, I start getting cramps. And I told them, maybe I'm pregnant, maybe we should go get a pregnancy test, see, just to make sure if I am or not. and we were just kind of joking around and laughing about it. We weren't taking it serious. So we went and got a pregnancy test, and we came home. We were a little bit nervous. I remember we were a little bit nervous, but yeah, I took the pregnancy test and we waited the 3 minutes and it came back positive. And yeah, so I was like, no fucking way. I was a little bit shocked, but at the same time I wasn't, because I kind of knew that I was pregnant. Like I don't know, it's weird, but I could kind of tell that I was. My body could just somehow tell, even though I didn't have any morning sickness or any of the other symptoms. So but I still didn't want to believe that I was pregnant. So I made Austin go back to the store and get 2 more pregnancy tests. And I did both of them. And now I had 3 pregnancy tests that were positive. I'll insert a picture if I still have it, because I remember I took a picture of the pregnancy test and I sent them to my best friend Kesia, and she was kind of shocked too. She's like, oh my gosh, like, are you pregnant? Like all of this. And I was like, yeah. But then I was still not believing it after 3 pregnancy tests, and I wanted to go and get more, like a different pregnancy test. But often it's like, you know, like, just call your doctor, make an appointment, say that you want to go in for a pregnancy test to, like, you know, actually confirm. Austin went with me on the day of the appointment, and they had me pee in a cup and they tested that, and then my doctor came in and she's like, you're pregnant. And me and Austin were kind of like speechless a little bit, and she's like, and she noticed that we were a little bit like shocked and stuff, and she's like, do we want a baby? And I kind of got my speech back and I said, yeah, like, yes. And yeah, from there on we started going to appointments. I started taking prenatals, and we got ready for a baby. And I don't know why, but after I found out that I was 100% pregnant and all of that, like, all of the symptoms of pregnancy started to kick in. I was having morning sickness almost every day. I could barely eat anything. Like, I couldn't keep anything down for the first 3 months of my pregnancy. Everything I ate, I threw up. Like, Lucas didn't like anything I ate, I guess. Which I try to eat somewhat healthy and stuff. The only thing this child would let me eat was McDonald's chicken nuggets, and I never liked McDonald's that much, and I never had chicken nuggets for almost every day. But that is the only thing this child let me eat while I was pregnant with him. First trimester was like the hardest trimester out of all 3, because I could barely eat anything. I couldn't even keep water down, and I was eating a lot of like McDonald's chicken nuggets, which aren't good for you, but that's all I could eat. And water, I had to take small sips, but sometimes even that would like cause nausea if even I had a little bit of sip of water. I don't know why, but yeah, I could barely eat anything, and everything like grossed me out. So it was hard. But I remember me not eating or getting enough like nutrition in me, or like me not keeping anything down was causing me to lose weight. So instead of gaining weight with this pregnancy, I was losing weight. And I remember Austin was getting worried because I could not eat anything. Literally, I could not eat anything. I ate a lot of ramen though. I remember that I ate a lot of ramen. Sometimes I couldn't even keep that down. I would throw it up right away. One thing that this kid really loved was tortillas, like homemade tortillas hechas a la mano and all of that, con queso fresco. Dude, I could eat those all day when I was pregnant with him. One day, Austin just brought me to the hospital, to the ER, and like we told them what was going on, and they like hooked up an IV on my arm, and that's how I got my fluids. There for a good like maybe 4-ish hours, even maybe a little bit more, and they had just hooked me up to the IV because that's the only way I was getting fluids. So second trimester came and I didn't have a lot of morning sickness. I always kept a bag of saltines on the nightstand next to our bed because saltines are supposed to help with nausea and all of that. So I always try to eat like 1 or 2 saltines before I got out of bed. My third trimester went by really quick. I feel like I was really big. I think my third trimester is when we took maternity photos. I'll insert some. But yeah, we took maternity photos and my best friend planned my baby shower, and yeah. Lucas was supposed to be born April 7 of 2018, but he was 2 days late and he was born April 9. Now I have this really beautiful, bratty, sassy troublemaker, but I love him so much. He's been a really great dad, father, partner. He was an absolutely saint during my pregnancy with all my mood swings and my crying. I remember I cried once because Oliver, our cat, had bit me. He like jumped on me and he bit like my arm, or like he like managed to bit or scratch my lip. And I remember I cried because he did that, and I felt so bad because I felt like he didn't love me, or like he was jealous because he knew a baby was coming and all of that. Like I cried for the stupidest things ever when I was pregnant. But yeah, Austin was a saint and I absolutely love him, and oh my god, I'm tearing up. Anyway, yeah, so that's my how I found out I was pregnant story. While I was getting ready. Say hello. He hasn't taken a bath yet, so excuse his dirty face. But yeah, this is a little child who wouldn't let me eat anything while I was pregnant with him. He's grown, still growing. He's a little bratty. He's a little bit of an attention hogger. He wants all the attention to himself, and he's the greatest thing to ever happen to me, aside from Austin. And I love this little bugger. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video of my little story time. Like this video, comment down below any other story times you would like me to do. Please subscribe. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy and have a lovely week. I will see you guys at my next video. Bye. Go like this. Yeah.